Ship will self-destruct in 20 seconds. This is your last chance to push the cancellation button.
Cancellation button? Hurry!
Where is it? Where is it?
It's gonna be here. Out of order! Fuck!
Even in the future, nothing works.
This ship will self-destruct in exactly 10 seconds. Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 6.
6! What happened to 7?
Just kidding.
There's the other end! Faster!
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Don't touch that dial. It's Leo Valdez
Give him the skibbity paps.
and Hunter Horn
We're gonna need a wood motel.
with your pregame warm-up.
Yo, DJ, drop that beat.
Pick of the week, they be deadlocks. Most of these shows is dead wrong. PGW for the W. 100 count bands on his bed top. On our podcast, getting topped off. Swinging this stick like it's top golf. I'ma bust in the face. Then I'ma read you a verse. For Philippians verse. Put the cash in your purse.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pregame warm-up. I'm Leo from the Lion's Den. You can join me here on our YouTube channel every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, and most importantly, our network's Lodge brightest star, our host of the Mid-Daily Check-In, Hunter Horn. Hi, Hunter. How's it going?
Man,
And we
I am
also-
doing good today, and we are joined with our good friend from over at Team Swag, TK. Woo!
What's going on, TK?
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
Beautiful, beautiful thing. So I guess we're going to go ahead and get started and talk about what's on everybody's mind, especially all of our local Miami viewers, and that is that the Heat were doused by the Bucks as they were inundated by a barrage of threes. Guys, can the Heat retake the series after this aerial assault by the Bucks? I'll start with you, TK.
It's tough, man. Jimmy's really out there by himself. And now with Tyler Hero, broken hand, that's rough. Kyle Lowry is going to really have to show up. He's going to have to be a factor. Bam tried his best, but I really do see a lot of the highlights whenever I do watch NBA is Jimmy Butler out there by himself. So I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, man.
It is, yes. All right, Hunter, what is your assessment of the onslaught that happened in Milwaukee?
I think that was planned by the Bucks, because they shot so bad beyond the arc from, in game one. They wanted to make it a point of emphasis that, they are the, NBA's number one three-point shooting team for the season. They had the highest percentage average. So they definitely wanted to, establish that at home and get that bounce back win. Now the series shifts down to Miami. I like what TK said too. Jimmy Butler is out there on an island by himself. He's averaging, I think, like 45 minutes a night. He's barely taking breaks. He's really doing everything he can. Tyler Hero's his hands busted. There's nothing you can really do about that. But Bam really needs to step up and help Jimmy out. I think that's the only way that he even maybe extend this to 6 games. I really think they're done in 5, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sorry, Leo. Go ahead, man.
Well, no, one of the things that I saw is how actually how lopsided that first half was with rebounds. But if you look statistically, believe it or not, the game was pretty much even keel on statistics until you get to turnovers, where Miami had 17 and the Bucks only had 11. And then you're also looking, not just to take away, but the rebounds at one point, especially in that first half, it was so lopsided. Miami looked like they were stuck on the paint and they're unable to get up and actually get any of those rebounds. I think that was the one thing about the first half of that game that I knew that the Heat, if they were going to try, they only lost by 16, given that the Heat have been one of the most inconsistent teams this season. They were trying. They were, again, but you're right. Jimmy is out there by himself. TK, you were going to go ahead and say?
I think that, like what Hunter was talking about, maybe pushing 6, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's rough. Like, Tyler Hero, before there wasn't, and I'm a Laker fan, like die hard. I didn't get to talk about it last time we got to speak, Hunter. But you can give the faces to be soft. Leo, I don't know. I got to tell you a little bit, but it's gonna be quick. I grew up watching Allen Iverson beat my favorite player, and the Lakers at that time being my favorite franchise.
Wow.
Because that was tough to watch as growing up, and I'm 30, right? So you already know, so to watch and know, my dog's birthday is today, and his name is Kobe. It was either Kobe or Mamba, so
that's right.
And it wasn't on what he did on the court. But I think that before there was an Austin Reeves, man, there was a Tyler Hero, and like he was sooner or later he was going to have to figure out how defenses were going to have to play against him in order for him to still captivate what he's supposed to do with all the skills he has.
Right.
As much as I'm a Lakers fan, I still know LeBron still owes me 2 more championships before he's considered a Laker great. So I'm just saying on that. I think it's going to take probably – it might end in 5. That's what I wanted to tell Hunter, that it might end in 5, to be honest.
Hunter, your rebuttal?
I agree. I think the Heat are done in 5.
Okay. All right. Well, I actually want to give them – I want to –
Were we talking about the Lakers or the Heat?
We were talking about the Heat.
We're talking about the Heat.
We're talking about the Heat. Yeah, the Heat are done in 5. I think the Lakers get cooked up by them Grizzlies, though.
All right. Well, you're talking about the Grizzlies. Memphis went on to beat the Lakers in Game 2 with a score of 103-92. Dylan Brooks had some choice words for LeBron saying,
yes, he did.
I don't care.
He said LeBron. He said LeBron.
All right. So, gentlemen, let's be honest. Does LeBron's age play a role in these playoffs? TK, I'll actually hand the floor over to you to be the first one, and then I'm going to go ahead and give a rebuttal to your response.
Well, first of all, I appreciate being on this show. I think this is one of the most coolest shows I've ever, Hunter, knowing you, Leo, just knowing you from the radio station and all, and I appreciate it.
Happy 420, everybody.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to bother your airwaves. But, Brian, I'm not. Chill out. I don't know your message. This guy's a clown. But I can say LeBron has to turn up for real. Like he has to have one of those games. Don't know when he's gonna have one of those games because I never watched him as that person for me. I do think with Ja Morant being out, I think honestly we have to focus on Bane. Dylan is not gonna have a night like that again. LeBron, he ate all of that shit talking. He ate all of the shit talking. But then say, you know what? We lost. You're coming home, though. And if you didn't see the press conference, he said it with AD there. He was like, this is the first part of the playoffs where we get to play at our crib. So I don't know what that means for any LeBron fans out there. I'm not a LeBron. I respect what he does. He's the greatest athlete with a basketball of my generation. Greatest basketball player is Jordan. Second is Kobe. LeBron is the greatest athlete. Basketball player is tough, man. It's tough to say. Basketball's changed. But I think we're going to beat them. We'll probably beat them. We'll probably beat them in 5 or 6.
I will say that his age is going to play a issue in the playoffs, mainly because LeBron is somebody who is very affixed to his own legacy. And the thing is that when the game's on the line, LeBron wants it in his hands. Now, I would say in the past, it's probably one of the best things to do. But when they share the ball, when they really move the ball and they really help one another and assist and they create the open looks for each other, the Lakers look like a team that is destined for greatness. But then when a player starts getting selfish, the whole thing starts to fall apart. Then nobody really is trying to get the they're not trying to get the open look. They're just trying to they're trying to figure out what the one guy with the ball is trying to do. AD can sometimes he can put a game on his shoulders, and sometimes that's to their detriment. So in reality, what the Lakers have to do is they have to do what they did in Game 1. Share the ball and keep it away from the Grizzlies. Even with Jay Morant not there, the Grizzlies are still a very good basketball team.
That's all I was saying, is that we have to take focus of Bane, Dylan. I don't worry about Dylan. I think everyone else around Bane, because Bane's been there, is going to be good. I don't know if John's going to be back anytime besides 5 or 6.
Right.
So,
I think if the series goes to 7 games, I'm sorry,
right?
But it's Memphis's game. It's Memphis's series for the win.
You think so?
If it goes to Game 7, yes.
I don't think so.
What about you, Hunter?
I think it doesn't really matter in the light of things, because whoever wins this series is gonna get the Denver Nuggets, and the Nuggets are looking unstoppable
against the Wolves. I don't know.
What do you mean? They have Nikola Jokic.
I think that the Nuggets, because the Nuggets don't really have the defense. The Nuggets don't have the defense. I'm sorry to really go through. I think
the Lakers actually pull this off against the Grizzlies. I'll be honest with you.
Of course.
Okay.
Dead honest with you. I think the Lakers pull it off, but I don't think the Lakers make it out of the West.
Oh, I don't think so either.
I think LeBron's still the most fittest athlete, basketball player in the NBA, and he knows he has really good role players around him. And I think if they're on fire, he doesn't have to do what he does what he did in Game 1, because he has those role players. But if you need him, he needs to have those moments where it's like, okay, we still got LeBron. It's still LeBron. And Hunter, I see you with the shades off and looking all serious. I think it's the first time ever doing this. I noticed it. I'm just saying, it's still Braun though. Don't for real. It's still LeBron.
It's still Braun, but Braun isn't what Braun used to be.
I don't say he is, but it's still LeBron.
But he's not the fittest player in the league.
It's Braun.
Okay, listen, you can love on the guy all you want, but sometimes he can become his own worst enemy in any situation where he can put up massive points and the team still loses.
China James.
We've seen it. We've seen it plenty of times. We've seen it plenty enough. Sorry, TK. I have seen that man literally score 50 points and still manage to lose a game. He can take it away. He could take it away from his team. It's one of those pros and cons right now. I think age is a factor. Because you know what? I'm 40 years old and everything hurts. And he's 40 years old and a premier athlete. I'm pretty sure he's hurt. He's put his body quite a lot more than what mine's been through. So I'm pretty sure that
he's been through a lot. Correct.
Yeah.
That's all I was trying to say. Is LeBron? LeBron's been through a lot. Do I think the Lakers get past the Grizzlies? Maybe, probably. It kind of seems like it, especially if Jaw's out. They might have just enough. No, but it's gonna catch up to LeBron. LeBron's old, man. You can't deny that fact. Dylan Brooks is right. LeBron is older.
So it gives Dylan Brooks the right to say that he's it don't mean shit. That's a good comeback to the question.
I think he didn't say it.
Stupid.
Listen. I don't think that he says it to. I don't think he says it to really to an effect that LeBron's age is going to affect his gameplay. I think that he's just trying to get into the headspace of LeBron's teammates so that they can find a way to put it on themselves and take it away from him and cause problems. Listen, you can say something and all of a sudden some guy's got a chip on his shoulder and he can be the best out there. in the end, you don't know. These guys, they play head games with themselves all day long. I mean, for crying out loud, KD plays head games with himself.
Yeah, Durantula needs to show some promise tonight, man. But like I said, TK, I'll give it to you. LeBron is still operating at an elite level on the court.
Yes.
Off the court,
Yes.
he's an asshole. On the court, he's still operating at an elite level. I give it to you. But is he the best player in the NBA? No, not right now.
I don't say that. I just.
Oh,
say
no. I didn't say you did. I was just telling you what my opinion is.
Oh, well,
I think
your
between
opinion
the
is-
Kings, the Suns, and
I was
the
just
Clippers,
saying.
the Lakers have a really
in your
tough
mouth or
road
nothing.
to hoe. And I'm sorry. I know that I was reading here about Golden State. Like, I don't know if Golden State, which is where we're going at right now, and
I
I'll
think they
ask
get-
you this,
they
and
could
I'm going to
get
ask you
swept
this
by the-
question really quick.
Yeah.
For a moment, I mean, as we move on, Draymond Green is suspended for this upcoming game. It's going to be on tonight. It's gonna if they play right now and they lose, that's 0-3. Warriors,
bad.
they're down already. How badly does this hurt them?
Oh, they're out. They're out. I don't think they're going. I don't think they're winning.
I think even with Draymond, they're still losing this series. Go ahead, Hunter.
Well, if you look at when Draymond got thrown out of that game and how immediately the Kings started scoring, I think that was like the best representation of his stats you could see. Because when you look at Draymond's stats, right, you don't see what he really does on the court, and that's plug up, the center area of the box and all that. They force his guys to take low percentage shots and whatnot. When he comes out of the game, right, the Kings feast. De'Aaron Fox feast. I think without Draymond Green, bro, I think the fucking Golden State Warriors are done. And I think they lose this game 3. It's just like TK said. There ain't many teams that I've seen ever come back 3-0 down in a series in the NBA. I can't recall, personally.
They're just better. They're faster. That's all I wanted to say.
The Kings look good, bro. The Kings could be in the Western Final this year.
Well, I think that as far as the real question is that Draymond Green being suspended for a game, a lot of people think it's overkill when I think it's overdue. The guy's been a dirty player for as long as he's been, and he's never been punished for it. I mean, he's been kicking guys in the balls for way too long. For somebody to finally say for this penalty of one game might be overkill, but it's because of bad habits that have been rewarded over time. Because everybody attributes the Warriors' greatness. I'm sorry.
It's the playoffs. Things are gonna happen in the playoffs. You can't.
Okay, let's go play a basketball game and let me kick out my leg and hit you in the balls over and over and over again. Eventually, you're gonna be like, "Hey, Leo, you're kind of doing this on purpose, aren't you?" No, man, that's just how I take my shot,
It
bro.
ain't even that bad. It ain't even that bad. Sabathis is crying, bro. He barely stepped on him.
I understand. I agree with that, but this behavior is consistent with behavior that has never been punished at all. So he's done more egregious things and never been punished. Now he does something light. Yeah, they did something, but it's been over and over again where he keeps doing something and then finally he does something small and they finally have to call him out for it. Why? Because the Warriors aren't probably going to get past this series.
What do you think, TK?
I think honestly, I was gonna ask, like, can one of you guys like pull it up where I can see it? Because like I wasn't able to really see it, to be for real. I only saw like the back half of it.
I got you, TK.
Stuff. But I will honestly tell you,
Here's the Sabathis guy, right? And then here's
was it like an accidental step or something?
Here's Sabathis, right? And here's Draymond. So Draymond's leg's gonna get grabbed, and he's gonna go cha-cha, and like Mario double jump off his chest. But it wasn't even that bad.
He didn't mean to. It sounds like
No, he definitely meant to. Like they locked eyes, bro. Like he knew what he was doing. It was a Mortal Kombat finish, but it wasn't even that bad. He didn't like. It's not like he curb stomped him into the fucking floor. Leo's like, I got you, man. I'll pull up the video for you.
I'm trying, guys. I'm sorry. I'm letting Hunter do all that talking and explaining what I'm doing.
Yeah, so that way you can just show it. Yeah.
The way it sounds like to me is it sounds like he probably
wasn't that bad.
he did mean it, but not that bad.
Oh
that
no, he definitely meant it. Like
Yeah.
it was like a why are you grabbing my foot kind of thing.
But what about? But it looked like that's what I'm saying because the angle I saw it from was looking like it was just something happened and he like just held like braced in.
Well, they were fighting for a loose ball and this guy fell to the floor because you're supposed to do that for trying to get a foul. Now that's kind of what they tell players do: fall to the ground. And when he fell to the ground, he kind of like tried to, I guess cover his face up. And in the process of doing that,
he was standing over him, right? Like standing over, like.
Yeah, Draymond was standing over him. He knew what he was doing, bro.
Okay.
It's like in hockey, man, when you kind of like slide your leg out underneath the other guy's leg and pull him to the side. You know what you're up to. So you'll see it here, TK. Watch here. This is gonna get us our copyright right here, Leo.
Probably.
Yeah. So, Mr. Copyright guy, when you're watching this and you copyright us, fuck you and fuck your wife.
We don't mean that.
All right, we're showing this on YouTube. It is on their website.
Yeah.
Fuck the censors.
Sabonis, writhing in pain.
So you don't think he meant that, TK?
As he goes out, watch him
grab
Draymond right there. Now, is where the foul came in.
Yeah, come on, TK. Come on, man. He stepped on him not once, twice, and then
hold up. I never said that I didn't think he did it on purpose. But damn.
Damn.
Like what, bro?
You can't even say that. No, that was an accident, bro. He legit
That looked
Mario
goofy.
jumped off.
That looked goofy.
Yeah.
It looked just man. It's a bonus.
He tried to tell them at the press conference, I don't know where my leg was, man. I was just stepping where I can step.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I say. It's stuff like this that constantly gets like where people are like, oh, you got to give him, this is this egregious, this one game, and it's mad because the fact is that if the Warriors go down 0-3, then they're not going to be in the next. They're not going to make it up on the playoffs. They're not going to get to the conference finals, and unfortunately, ESPN doesn't like that, and it's not fair. And we want the Golden State Warriors, and it's like it doesn't matter who you want if they're not doing it. Yeah, exactly. It happens. Like, dude, relax. It's the same thing.
I think we might get a Nuggets Celtics final, man.
Dude, actually, I'm hoping for a Kings Celtics final. Actually, that's what I'm.
Really, you like that? You like this coach too, huh? The Mike Brown. I like him a lot.
I like him. Coach of the year, does a great job. He's doing a really good job with these young guys and stuff like that.
Have you seen his basketball practices, TK? Man, he reminds me of
Celtics?
you.
I think the Knicks take the Celtics out.
Oh my God, TK! I'm gonna send you like a birthday gift. Oh my God.
Dude, Leo's a big Knicks fan.
Julius Randle, bro, Julius Randle's that guy.
They're that guy. The problem that I foresee with the Knicks is consistency. They get on a hot streak and then they'll start getting loose on defense. Honestly, they get a little bit they start relying too much on their offense. Their defense gets No, but I think it's actually I'm hoping that the Knicks actually at least make a real series out of this with the Celtics.
I agree
it's
with
not just
TK
some
though, man. I think if anybody takes the Celtics out, it would be the Knicks. I like the Knicks, man.
Bro, I don't look. I don't.
It might be the 420 ganja speaking to me too.
No, chill out. I don't gamble. I can't do that with my job. You know what I mean?
I got you. All right.
Yeah. I think honestly though. For real.
We understand one another.
The Knicks might be.
Let me give you this, man. Take it.
All right. I saw it in a dream. Let me just tell you that.
Okay. All right. So, with more basketball news, and in reality, this is more about the Summer Olympics in 2024. The International Olympic Committee has banned Russia and Belarus from competing in the 2024 Summer Games because of the war in Ukraine. Thoughts, questions, concerns? Anybody have a problem with this?
I mean, no.
How much time we got?
We got lots of time, TK. You could take all. You could have my time too, bro.
I want you to take it away, Hunter. I want a rebuttal off of you, if that's okay.
Go ahead. I got nothing to say though. I'm fine with it.
No, I would love.
Fuck the Russians.
Hunter, it's your show, man. It's you and
He's
Leo.
he's only saying that because he doesn't want them to competing in the Winter Olympics. They see like that. I mean, you don't want their hockey team up there. I get you.
Exactly. That's
Who cares
that's
about
where
the
we're
Russian
getting to.
basketball team?
Exactly. They're fucking losers anyways. But if we could keep this trend up for another 2 years, the United States might be able to win a silver medal.
I say this. If you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna tell Russia and Belarus for human rights abuses committed during their war, then China should not be allowed to compete in their summer games because of the human rights abuses that they commit. To me, it's very hypocritical. You can't go here and pretend like you're a holy saint saying, no, the Russians can't because they're so mean to the Ukrainians and they're so terrible for being an invasive country. Fine. Hey, that's all well and good. But what about what's going on over there? Oh, those guys pay our bills, so we can't say nothing. What?
What do you
There's a
gotta
problem
say
with
about
that.
it, TK? What do you think?
I agree with Leo, man. Like, we obviously know, like, America is the American dream, and this is a place where, you know, you're supposed to find your place and do what you know, find not even a place, but know what you're supposed to do and, you know, flourish and all that mess and whatnot. And that, you know, hopefully I get time this episode to talk about my pod. But anyways.
Of course.
Yeah, man, I think it's hypocritical as hell. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I do think, you know, talking about track, I'm always excited about track for sure. I used to run track, you know, in Miami in high school, and it was cool. So I think if that's what it is now with the war going on, and it's been going on for a minute so far, I think that some things have to be established. There's some treaties being made or something. I don't know. Like
yeah, we do need a path to peace. I agree. I agree. We do need a path to peace. You want to? Well, we're gonna take a moment to talk. Oh my gosh, Brian's got a message for you.
Shout out to those guys, man. Anybody can run.
PGW supporters, bro. Those are gonna be the guys at the PGW mansion one day.
Lorenzen was a quarterback from Kentucky, wore number 22. That dude was a quarterback. He was fired. Remember Lorenzen, Leo? I know you remember Lorenzen. He was from Kentucky.
Oh, Lorenzen. Yeah. That 450-pound quarterback we had. Yeah.
Definitely. Right, bro. That's right.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah.
What happened to him, bro? Did his knees finally give out?
No, actually, I think he plays in a flag league, and he does other stuff like that. He's still a very active member of his community, and he coaches as well.
You know what? I have a question, man. Why don't they just put like a couple sumo wrestlers down low to rebound on NBA teams?
Well,
everybody always asks me, why don't they put sumo wrestlers in the net? Why don't you just put like a couple fat dudes to box everybody out?
Probably because those sumo wrestlers were probably back. Like, just as they back up, they hit their knees and like they flip. Like some bad.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty agile ones, bro.
Kind of thing, and I don't really, you know. I see where you're trying to do. Like, I don't know, but not sumo wrestlers, bro.
Sumo wrestlers, just big guys.
They'll grab them, bro. I feel like they'll grab. Like, they're gonna try to dunk. Obviously, they're gonna grab them. I think.
I don't know about.
Are we ready to?
All right, but hold on. No. We're gonna get a little personal first. Oh, I know. All the anticipation, but let's get a little personal. TK, you wanted to share something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, TK, man, tell us, man, about your Team Swag podcast and the message you want to bring to the youth out there.
Well, it's called the Team Swag Show. It's on Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, I guess. Um, and it's just a realist kind of conversation. So only there's small segments. It's just talking about, first who I am. I try to say if anyone's gonna listen to my annoying ass voice, because I feel like it's annoying or whatever, I think I need to make sure that I'm talking about something that's real, which is, the day in the life of someone that is me in a world where I'm at when I know there's trillions of people around me that are like that. How to deal with things that are, going on in life. I know a lot of people where I work and also kids that I work with, they look at me as a athlete. And I'm here because I decided as a senior to understand what senioritis was and took that serious. That tripped everything out. So, just decided, man, like if I have this opportunity to affect the youth, I got to be on my P's and Q's, and I have to do right
we
things,
do.
So, they're not ready for it. I don't ever tell the kids, but any adult, it's for adults too. It's for kids. It's for parents. It's for that. It's just motivation for people, honestly, that need to understand that like we can't give up. We can't have many more iPad babies. We can't. We can't. We can't act like we got the world figured out because this generation below us is supposed to take care of our old asses. And let's think about it. This generation below us ain't finna take care of our old asses. We got a lot of work to do, and we
Got
need
a lot of work to do. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that in some concept or way or shape, when we try to raise our children, we want to raise them to have more comfortable lives than what we had. And where we fail is that we're not actually giving them the hard times that helped us. And what we have to do is take away those creature comforts and almost give them a reason to want the hard work and the hard labor to sweat so that they can see the profitability that it brings. And then with it, they will take care of those who are who are more aged, more elderly. The youth today have no respect for the elderly because the elderly has disregarded them. And so what do you expect to happen? So what we have to do is take care of one another. We need to take care of our elderly parents and at the same time show our children that that's a labor of love.
Hunter, what's up, man? What you got?
Amen. Amen, man.
Hunter's hoping to have children so that they put him in a retirement home. So he can hit on all the old ladies in the retirement home.
ATM, bro.
If you don't have children, Hunter, where would you be? Don't tell me in a strip club.
Man, you took
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, so but like what are we talking here? Like no children and no wife, or no children?
I don't know. You don't trust if you had a wife to make sure that everything's okay? Why you need children? Do you need children? Do you need children to make sure that you're in a nursing home if that's the case? Or a retirement home?
No, the government will put you in one.
Go to the strip club.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be
in
in a nursing home. I better be at my house.
No, man, no. Like you need both to put you in the nursing home. But I thought we were talking strip clubs here, man. I thought you were asking me who I needed permission to go to the strip club for. I was like, probably my wife. I don't care if my children think I go to the strip club.
Oh my God, you're terrible.
No, I don't get it.
Leo, did you understand what I was saying?
I understand.
Okay.
Do we need children in order
like do
for
we
us
need
to
children? Like,
do we need children in order for us to be taken care of in the future? And I think that
we need robots. Make little robots that don't talk back.
I think it's part of the family structure. I think what we need more than anything.
I liked children when I was coaching them, but then when they're not on the ice and you have to do like the summer camps, you see what the actual monsters are like, and you're like, "Fuck that shit, man." Like, I remember I took a pack of 20 of them to the movies one time. Oh my God. I'm surprised we made it back alive.
I believe that it's not about necessarily saying children is what we need. I think what we really need is family. Find your concept of what family is, the people that are going to take care of you and the people that you can take care of as well. That's really what we need is family. It's why we look for it in communities, especially communities that are very like-minded.
Amen. Amen, brother.
There we go.
All right.
TK, what do you think about what I said? Does that make sense? Or
I concur. I think family matters.
T-word.
Great show, not a plug. But I definitely think as long as you have create a good foundation, like say, man, I'm a happy dad, man, right now. You know what I mean?
I get you.
It's daddy daughter weekend this weekend, so I'm excited. So we're gonna have some good fun and good family just time chilling us three, and
that's great, man.
Hopefully it's not another thunderstorm or hailstorm again. It hailed up here in Missouri.
Oh yeah. I'm familiar with the weather that you encounter there. In my time at Whitman, thanks but no thanks. You can keep it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Crazy.
All right, so Hunter, it's your turn. It's your time. We're gonna go ahead and give the pedestal over to you for just a moment because the Panthers, the Florida Panthers, have put the Bruins on ice with a score of 6-3 to tie the series 1-1. But I have a question for you, Hunter. Is this a fluke, or will it make for a real series?
Listen, man, there will be large entities out there that will tell you that the Bruins are going to sweep the Panthers. But that is not true, my friends. Panthers in 6. The Bruins are in big trouble, okay? Not only did the Panthers absolutely demolish the Bruins' game plan last night, okay? The Bruins got very lucky. One of the goals the Bruins got because Anthony Duclair is a fucking numbnuts, okay? And he just throws the puck out to the middle of the fucking ice for the best Bruins shooter. That ain't fucking happening again. I can tell you anything on the plane ride home. They were like, Anthony, you're going to watch this fucking play from now until we fucking land. And if you do this shit again, you're off the fucking team. The game is coming back Friday night. It's going to be rocking at the fucking FLA Live Arena, and the Florida Panthers are going to put the Boston Bruins on the back burner. I'm telling you, the President Cup trophy winner curse is coming to effect. Panthers in 6. Slam it.
All right. Okay. I have to say that I can see that mainly because of how well the Panthers controlled the neutral zone. I thought they was
frustrated
just so
the fuck out of the Bruins. They couldn't get anything going.
They could not get a single play set up. They couldn't get anything going. The Panthers
slanted their forecheck was beautiful because if you look at it, okay, every time the Bruins would come in and they would make a pass,
right,
their passes would always end up right where a Panther was waiting for it. So they angled it. They played chess with him, and that right there is you're playing mind games. That's out coaching, and that's why I tell you that the Boston Bruins are in trouble, because that's the coaching telling the players where they need to be, and the players finally just listening to the coaching staff. So for the first time in a while, I'm gonna be honest, Paul Maurice has the upper hand on the Bruins right now. The Bruins
and I think one of the things that he suggested to his players was you have to put this game on Linus Ullmark and only Linus Ullmark. If you make it Linus Ullmark plus another player, the Bruins can get the upper hand on you. So isolate the other players and make the goalie beat you. He can't stop everything.
He can't stop everything.
And that's the truth. That's
the Panthers
literally what I saw in that, especially in that second period. I was like,
oh yeah. Well, and you know what? The Panthers did something to the Boston Bruins that no other team has mustered up, and that's 4 goals in the third period against them on their home ice. That's demoralizing. Right now, the Bruins are shaking their heads. They're like, what just happened to us? And let me tell you, me as a Panther fan, I'm not surprised, because with as few losses as the Boston Bruins had this year, 3 of them came to the Florida Panthers.
There you go.
The Panthers have their number, man. The Cats are coming. We're going to at least make it a series. I'm telling you, they're going to take them in 6, bro. Boston's going to be shocked. And it'll be the Battle of Florida Part 3. After
Well,
the
TK.
Lightning, after the Lightning sweep the fucking Leafs, my buddy's crazy. One of my buddies is crazy. He's like, "Bro, slam the Leafs tonight. It's a lock." Like, fuck out of here. Like, they're already losing.
Well, what do you think, TK? I mean, I don't know how versed you are in hockey, but you gotta know about these Panthers. I mean, beating the Bruins, that was top news. That was very climactic. Everybody was just completely in shock. Not just that they beat them, but how they beat them. TK, you got anything?
Yeah, I got you guys. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Panthers are here to play. I think Hunter knows. I wasn't joking. I sent a message. I told him, I was like, the Panthers are here to play the last game. So I think it's their time. It's time to have a Stanley Cup in Florida. Really, really just there. So
Tampa doesn't count, right, Hunter? Tampa doesn't count.
no, hell no. I know enough hockey to know that shit. No.
Nah, fuck Tampa, bro.
Tampa, a piece.
Fucking Tampax, fucking Tampon Bay, bro.
All right.
Well, they're
Well,
losing right now, 3-0.
it-
Let me tell you. Listen. The Leafs are up 3-0 right now. Watch. I'll bet you money that game goes to overtime. That game, the 3-0 lead for the Leafs. That's dangerous for them.
Yeah, they get lazy. They are very lazy. So I'll ask you this, because you can't really get past an NHL segment without talking about the great and late Connor McDavid. And the reason I say as of late, because he has been absent in these playoffs. It literally looks like Edmonton can do nothing to really edge him out, only getting one assist, even though the Oilers got the win yesterday. Hunter, do you think that Edmonton can get a cup without McDavid?
Well, I think it's not so much without him. He's gonna break through, Leo. It's
Okay.
The other team is game planning for him and all this stuff. No matter who you are, how many times you've been there, the first series you always have those jitters and stuff. Again, like I said, they're planning to take away his ice. The fact that the Oilers are then opening it up for all these other people to score that's fine. The hockey's a team game. McDavid, isn't gonna care. It's the same thing. Like I tell you, at that point, his stats won't show up on the sheet. Like Draymond, when Draymond's in the game, shot percentage goes down for the other team because it's harder to get the paint to the to the high percentage areas. Same principle.
Gotcha. TK, what do you think about Mr. Connor McDavid?
What team does he play for again?
He plays for the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are 1-1 in the series.
Because this is how I'm feeling. I'm somewhat always right, and I don't want to. Let me knock on wood. But I'm gonna tell you right now.
I don't know if TK's watched a hockey game from start to finish.
I have, actually, because there's nothing else to do at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm up preparing for work, watching highlights.
That's not a full hockey game.
I know. I didn't say I was watching, ESPN. I said Panthers are winning theirs. Leafs are winning theirs. Hurricanes.
Well, we losing viewerships with him picking the Leafs.
Hurricanes.
That's dangerous.
You're picking the Leafs to win the series, or just to win today's game?
Today's game.
He's looking that the Leafs are up 3-0. So
All right.
He's licking his
I don't
chops
know.
up.
I think even with the Devils 1-0, the Rangers still have a chance to take that away from them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think hockey's just, it can go either way. But I do think when I do like little brackets and look, because I do my own little spare time up here, I just do it to myself, like make sure I'm sometimes right. Just because of the highlights. I love sports, man.
All right. Well, if you guys do not mind, I am going to take a moment and take up your screen for just a moment and yell at somebody, if you don't mind.
All right, go yell at these people, bro. I got to fart.
All right, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and introduce one segment that I'm kind of like pushing ahead because it's really just talking about baseball. But I can't talk baseball right now without getting mad at one particular individual who I'm taking to our very famous woodshed.
Not a problem, sir. He's a good kid. He's just got to watch his language in front of the ladies.
I'll remind Kevin where he comes from.
Okay, that sounds terrific.
You use foul language in front of a lady?
No, Daddy, no! I'm going to play it to you in the most simplest of terms. If Rob Manfred does not resign this year from baseball, I'm probably never going to watch a game ever again. Because not only has he made life far more difficult for pitchers, who, yes, if you're an elite player, you have to adjust, especially with these new rules. I get it. And I've been given it its due. You're saving me 33 minutes a game. That's what an extra beer in my hands. That means nothing to me. If I'm watching it on TV, that means I can get up, walk around, do whatever it is I want to do, and the game is still going to be on. And then what? You're saving me what? 2 seconds? You're not saving me much time, Manfred. Instead, what you're doing is you're making the game far more frustrating because you've taken the psychological component completely out of the game for the sake of home runs that in reality people will only watch for a little while. But eventually, that's going to get boring too. What's going to be your next step? You're taking literally away from all the pitchers who now have a short count on every time they have to pitch the ball. Now you're going to take away their designated hitters if they don't make it to the fifth inning. And then when you give them a designated hitter, you can give them a designated runner and all these different things, all these different I'm taking away here and giving here and I'm doing this and I'm doing that to do what? Now you're going to add what? Why don't you go ahead and give the center fielders Roman candles so that they can stop home runs? And go ahead and do Hunter's idea. Give the shortstop the ability to just, level somebody coming from second or third. And while you're at it, why don't you give the second baseman a rope so he can lasso the guy who's trying to steal, because he's going to steal. Because if the pitcher only has one opportunity to try and stop somebody from stealing a base, and then after that he knows he can't be stopped, you're going to see a record for stolen bases. You're going to see a record for home runs. And guess what? Come 2-3 years down the line, no one's going to watch baseball because it's boring yet again. Sorry, guys. I had to let him have it. I'm tired of Rob Manfred. I hate how he ruins the game of baseball. I truly do. Now I'm so more against this pitch clock and the batter's clock and the 50. There's more clocks than a Timex commercial, man. It's ridiculous.
You were all for it before. You loved it.
I wasn't for it. I wasn't for it. I said it's a bad thing that can turn into a good thing. But it's not anymore because now it's given this man a false sense of confidence that any stupid idea is also a good idea.
Don't make Rooster come out.
We should
make Rooster come out. I'm telling you, I was never for it. I was okay with it, but I was not for it. Nope.
Listen, Rooster gonna come out. All
right, Rooster. What are you
gonna remind you of what you had to say?
Yeah, please tell me about the words that never came out of my mouth. Rooster, I really appreciate it.
Clearly remember that you told Rooster that you was happy for the play clock because the baseball games would go faster.
I never agreed for the games to go faster.
Yeah, that's what
I said. I said it was stupid to try and save 2 seconds on a baseball game to even have that stupid clock. It made no sense because you have a batter's clock, you have a pitcher's clock, you have a second baseman's clock, you have all these different clocks. It's ridiculous. All you need is one. Basketball has one clock, one shot clock. That's it. That's all they got. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, Rob Manfred has way too much power.
Listen, man, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. You told me.
Just telling me what?
Man. You told me one thing, and then now all of a sudden
I never said that. I never said that. I want you to go through all that copywritten material that YouTube has on us, and please watch it. I've never been for it. Never. I was okay with it. I was all right with it, but I never said it was a good thing.
Be careful, because that's gonna become a YouTube short.
Let's do it. I don't care. Yeah, it's not there. I'm so glad you're going to get what's not there and make it a YouTube short.
I didn't even say any of that. Yeah, I'm gonna get your ass. Watch, man. I've been
Oh,
learning with
please,
that Adobe,
please
that
do. I
Adobe
really
Video
want to hear
After
you get
Effects.
something I've never said.
I'm gonna get you.
Especially
Watch,
when I'm
man.
the old timer in the game, and I said I've never
I'm gonna
wanted the
cook
game to
it
change.
up in the Adobe and release it straight to the gram. Flame you.
All right, you never, man.
What's up,
I
TK?
want to see, because then I'm gonna get when the Panthers lose, I'm gonna get this one. I get this one.
Oh yeah. You're gonna be
Yeah.
a Bruins fan all of a sudden. You little
I'm not a
Kelly.
Bruins fan.
Yeah,
Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'.
we wildin'. What's
Yeah.
up, T?
I think really they should just make baseball into dodgeball since they're
There
making
you go.
basically
I'm down. I'm down for that idea because they may as well. Yes.
But then
yes.
also they should have just did the pitching clock and call it a day because everything else was already slow about baseball. I would rather watch a fucking spelling bee than go to a baseball game, to be honest. Unless it's something that's like, you know what? Why not?
Yeah. The Indian kids get pretty crazy. Yeah, I get you.
No. But it's cool to, try that because that's more mind-boggling than someone knowing that hitting a baseball is one of the toughest things to do ever. I know that.
Right.
I played it, so, but man, just do the clock. You don't have to the whole designated hitter after 5. What is that? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that's what he's going to try and do to the minor league system next year, and they want to see how that goes because they're going to be bringing it to the pros in 2 years. And I'm okay with the idea of a pitching clock, but I don't like the fact that he's shored up his pitchers. In other words, that pitchers only have the right to throw to base only so many times, and then he wants to decrease that with the next rules change. It's like, come on, man.
Baseball is boring.
I agree with TK though. They should just go ahead and make a dodgeball style baseball.
Throw it at him.
Yeah.
Why not? That'll bring out the fights all day.
Beating the ball at him. I like it. I love it.
Why not?
All
All right.
love it.
And then with baseball, the Oakland A's just bought land for a new stadium in Vegas. Do we like this?
The Vegas A's.
The Vegas A's?
Hold on, let me write that. I gotta write that down. Vegas A's.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's ridiculous. And then really quick, Hunter, NFL. I want your take on this. The Colts, Jonathan Taylor is coming into the final year of his rookie contract, but Taylor said that even if the Colts don't iron out a new deal, it won't affect his performance come next season. Do you believe this guy? Do you believe this guy?
Fuck that guy, bro. I fucking hate Jonathan Taylor, bro. I hope this guy, bro. You know what, bro? I hope this guy eats a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and doesn't have anything to drink. I hope this guy gets the driest Popeye's biscuit of fucking life, bro. And when he goes to slurp his soda, it's fucking nothing but ice.
You, brother.
Oh my god.
I hope all that's left to eat in his refrigerator one day is gas station sushi.
What about you, TK? You think it's gonna affect his season next year or not?
They better do something before the season starts. That's all I can say.
I agree. I 100% agree.
They better. That's one of the. It's JT 28, man. Like that. It's a little different. Like that's your. I don't know, man. I only see an Edgerrin James right now with how like Edgerrin James. I don't know if he even. I think he's bigger than Edgerrin James. So like I'm trying to figure out a Colts running back because of seeing him through his rookie years, like this rookie contract. Like, yeah, you better pay that man. You better pay him.
Yeah, well, he better perform. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to go ahead and finish us up this beautiful show that we've had. TK, thank you so much for joining us. It has truly been fun. And that will conclude this edition of the pregame warm-up. Be sure to give us a follow on Instagram at the official_lodge_. And also, don't forget to catch the Lion's Den right here at 8 a.m. Eastern and the midday check-in, noontime every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And until next time, this is Leo Valdez with TK and Hunter saying adios.
Adios.
TikTok, on TikTok and everything, man. Team Swag Out. Team Swag Show podcast. It's like that.